Yeah, black light here. Understanding this illustration, we got understanding, will, and imagination. One, two, these two dots here, these two lights. It's at the crown chakra. Understanding and will, that's at the very top. And then imagination. Understanding and will and imagination is houses these two star points here. And right here is power. You ever heard of mind over matter? Mind over matter. That's what we lacking today. See, mind is where your thoughts travel. Thoughts being the vibration. So, one thing that we're lacking is understanding. We're lacking understanding up here with the will. You got the will, understanding, and imagination. So we lacking understanding, so if we're lacking in understanding, we're not understanding or overstanding or understanding what purpose and what kind of power the will and imagination have. So you got to have comprehension is another form of understanding. Reading between the lines and the willpower is that what gives you or have in it the word determination, fortitude. Those words are encompassing willpower. So we're losing our will. Will is like a aim. It's like a bow and arrow. Like we load the bow up with an arrow, focus on the target, and shoot the arrow. All that took will and imagination, because we imagine us hitting the bullseye first before we even load the arrow on the bow. Just like Michael Jordan, when he's making a play, he imagined, a play. Now he can write that play down if he want to, but sometimes it's just ad lib. He might have to, how you say it, adjust as he go, improvise as he go. And he got to see all this in his mind. Well, we don't see ourselves as being no other than a slave or a prisoner of war. So we see ourselves being this, and so we just let it happen. Now, some of us might have the understanding of what's going on, but we don't have the willpower to resist or the willpower to alter our state of consciousness. So this is what we are attempting to do. Now right now, we have a pivotal point in the future of the black man, so-called black man. First of all, I want to say that since we invented language and we taught language to the caveman, we could call ourselves anything we want to call ourselves. We could call ourselves black, we could call ourselves white, because we gave language to the caveman. He can't tell us or reinterpret his definition of words on us, and then we imagine it to be true. That's his will being forced upon us. When you're in a boxing match, any kind of match, fighting match, or any kind of tournament, you impose your will on the next man. You know who has the stronger will. So we are in a competitive combat situation. We're going to see if we're going to build us a world for ourselves. We want to build a new heaven and a new earth. And our competition is trying their best not to let it happen. So we building off of his foundation though. And his foundation is on shaky ground. So we don't want to build off of his foundation. We want to build on a new foundation. That's why I told you in the early videos that I made that the playbook is not going to be designed after the 60s and the 70s. We're going to imagine and compose a new song, a new heaven, and a new earth. Our strategy is going to be, we might have some foundation on the old strategy, that the one that worked, not the one that failed. We don't want to repeat the one that failed, but the one that worked the best, that's the one we're going to build off of. So we got to know ourselves. We got to know the anatomy of ourselves. What is the will for? What is the imagination for? So you could picture yourself in a situation, and if you picture yourself often enough, imagine yourself winning, imagine yourself on top, victorious, imagine yourself building, just like a songwriter, like myself. I'm a songwriter. I could turn what I see in my, what I hear in my head, I could manifest it in this reality so y'all can hear what I got in my head. It takes a lot of willpower to do that. It takes a lot of understanding of my abilities, my own abilities to do that. And so when I hear what I got in my head and bring it to this reality so you can hear it, I could also bring pictures with it and make a visual song or go along with the audio. So that's how we build a new world, a new heaven. So now we want to imagine ourselves mind over matter, controlling, first of all, ourselves, then our households, and then our community. Now, if we could rebuild our communities, police our own communities, then we can get into the psyche of our people. What make them act the way they do, and we can reverse it. We got to turn off that. We got to quit watching that white man's television. Quit watching baseball, sports, and all like that. We watching other people's live their life. We want to live our life to be victorious. So we're going to get into that later on. But first of all, you got to know that a prayer, when you pray, it's a confirmation. And when one or more people pray, that vibration is focused, to manifest what you pray to be a reality. That's all they were trying to say spirituality is. You produce spirituality. Spirituality don't produce you. And we'll get into that later on. But your mental powers, every word is a prayer. Every thought is a prayer. If it manifests evil, that's what you have on the inside of you. If it manifests death, that's what you have on the inside of you. If it manifests life, that's what's on the inside of you. So if you want to turn the ghettos into a paradise, you got to first visualize it in your mind, in your imagination. So we're going to shut this one down, and we're going to use our imagination for the betterment of our people now. Think about it. Stay tuned. Keep watching.